Hey guys, so last night we found out that the DNA that authorities got back when it comes to the Nancy Guthrie case has not been entered into CODIS yet. Now, I was doing some research last night. Putting DNA into CODIS right away is not something that authorities typically do. It takes time for processing and verification. It takes time to ensure that the sample is uncontaminated and quantified. Essentially, there's standards that need to be met, and if authorities feel like this DNA sample could actually lead them to the person that they are going to arrest, then they need to adhere to strict guidelines so that there are not any issues when it comes to this person in the courtroom being tried. From the sounds of it, it seems like law enforcement is pretty confident when they put this DNA into CODIS, they are going to get a person's identity back, which would indicate that whoever took Nancy and may have done something to her has a criminal record in the past. Now, it was reported last night that the FBI has went into several different GUN stores and pawn shops in the Tucson, Arizona area. Apparently, they have photos of about 40 people and they're showing them to these employees to see if they recognize ever selling any weapons to them. The fact that authorities may feel like a GUN is involved in all of this is a little concerning, not gonna lie. We also did find out that there was a Crossroads of the West 2026 GUN show that took place in Tucson, Arizona on January 10th and 11th, 2026, just a couple of weeks before Nancy was last seen. Now, unlike GUN stores where they have to do a background check and do all of this stuff before you purchase a weapon, at these shows there are private sellers that do not require you to have a background check conducted on you before you purchase a weapon. So it's possible that this weapon could have been purchased at this show by a private seller. Now, we're getting some more information when it comes to the people who were detained the other night in connection to Nancy Guthrie's case. Based on what I'm hearing, more than 3 people were detained, and a couple of them, while initially released after being detained for questioning, may still be considered persons of interest here. The first individual being this person right here, Lucas Daly, who was the person that was detained during a traffic stop while driving this Range Rover that he allegedly purchased on 1/23/2026 from MG Motors. Luke Daly has a plethora of past charges of DRUG trafficking, as well as being in possession of weapons that he should not have. Here's some of his report right here with charges dating back to 2017. And then we have Kayla Noel Day, his girlfriend, who was also someone that was detained the other night for questioning in connection to Nancy's case. Kayla is a tattoo artist who has been arrested with Luke Daly in the past pertaining to DRUG trafficking as well as weapons. Last year, when Luke and Kayla were both arrested with one another, it states in their arrest warrant that they had a backpack, and in that backpack was stuff that they were selling for money. She is allegedly the niece of Nancy Guthrie, and as you can see off of her social media pages, as a tattoo artist, she has plenty of access to black gloves. Now, according to public record, Kayla was actually arrested on February 12th, 2026 at approximately 11 p.m. It looks like she's being held without bond, and according to what authorities are saying, the current charges that she's facing does not have to do with Nancy. So I'm wondering if she is currently being held for other charges as they await probable cause to charge her for charges pertaining to Nancy, or if these are just 2 completely separate incidents. A lot of people do seem to think that Luke Daly does very closely resemble the masked individual standing at Nancy's front door. But why would the 2 of them want to do something to Nancy? Is it possible that the rumors circulating by news reporters the other day that this was a burglary gone wrong actually true? Or is it possible that the person sending these ransom emails suggesting that Nancy was taken south of the border to Mexico true? It does seem like Luke Daly does have connections to people directly in Mexico. We just don't know right now. I keep going back to the other day when a source close to this investigation allegedly told a reporter that authorities know who this person is standing at Nancy's front door masked up. Is it possible that this is Luke Daly? And remember, the other day as well, it was reported that a source close to this investigation found out that Savannah's recent IG video was a plea to a female with knowledge about her mom's disappearance. Was Savannah talking to Kayla? I guess time will tell. What do you guys think about all of this? Let me know in the comments, and of course, as more information comes out, I will be sure to keep you guys updated.